Hello, welcome to Just Lovely Energy. Today's reading is a pick a power reading for summertime messages. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile and make sure that you are relaxed and in a calm, peaceful mindset, ready for this reading. Otherwise, you can come back to it later when you feel that you're ready. Spirit is just asking for open mind right now. And feel free to pick more than one pile if you feel pulled to do so. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So your first card is Four of Swords in reverse. The Hanged Man and the Moon. So pile number 1, your summertime message is that you need to do something to get out of your head this summer. You may have been spending a lot of time just too much in your head or too much thinking about one specific goal, and you're being asked to look more towards change and look more towards the unknown and just letting go of a particular situation. You're being asked to let go and trust the process right now, not to overthink anything. This is what's going to give you new perspective if you take your mind off of something and you focus your attention or energy elsewhere. There is something, because the Moon card is here, there is something that you don't clearly see, and this could be about yourself. Like you don't see something that you're doing that is getting in the way of a process or something being able to move forward, and this is the reason why you're being asked to let go and not give so much of your energy into thinking so much about this one specific goal that you have, because for some reason pile number 1, I'm getting that this has to do with your manifestation powers, and it has to do with you just having a very strong mind in general. So whatever you put focus into a lot, if you put a lot of energy into something or focus into something, then you're going to get that result. And some of your thoughts, some of you in pile number 1, your thoughts are a bit all over the place or confusing, or they're attached to fear, because the Moon card also represents fear, and it's not necessarily making matters better when it comes to whatever goals you're trying to achieve or when it comes to whatever situation you're very fixated on. Like your mindset is attracting difficult experiences. Like you may be experiencing just some of the same situations coming up, even the same conversations with certain people coming up, and that's because you're kind of creating the same experience to come up over and over because you're so fixated on how to get something done your way. And Spirit is asking that you let go of your way and focus on the fact that the universe is trying to bring in something bigger than you and better than what you've thought. So it's better for you to let it go and accept a new perspective. Especially if you're a person who already is used to working with your guides, you believe in working with guardian angels and your ancestors. Like, they're all saying that you know better now, so you should do better. And it's about you letting them do their part for you. Sometimes you're so fixated on solving problems or even getting clarity all the time, and they don't necessarily want you to do that. So they just want you to spend the summertime more being able to relax. So your first oracle card is telepathy and vulnerability. And for the telepathy card, it says heart-to-heart communication. Your powers are growing. So that's the thing. Some of you can communicate with the universe very easily with your emotions, with your thoughts. Like, you don't necessarily have to say a word or set actual intentions through certain communication. Like, you're able to do that without saying a word, and you're giving off this signal to the universe, constantly giving a certain signal off to the universe. And that's why Spirit is asking that you just relax more about a certain circumstance, because you keep giving certain energy and then that energy is growing. And it's not necessarily always positive, the energy that you're giving out. Sometimes if you're waking up with anxiety or fear on your mind, you're giving that energy out a lot to the universe, therefore inviting more things to worry about to come into your reality. And your powers are growing, meaning Spirit is saying that your powers are getting a lot more stronger, especially if you consider yourself to have intuitive abilities, or if you're a person who believes in magic and you practice doing spells and things of that nature. Spirit is saying, like, all that is growing for you, all that is getting better for you. But it also matters the energy that you're putting into it. And it matters not just about the intentions when you're into those things, but it also matters the thing you do every single day, the mood you're in every single day. Like, that adds up to how your manifestations play out. And so you want to think more freeing thoughts and playful thoughts, and focus on more lighter things every day. This way you can communicate to the universe that you're ready for the lighter things in life. You're ready for more fun and adventure, and you can set intentions for this every day and night. Also saying affirmations as well. And then we have vulnerability, and it says, bare your soul. The world needs more vulnerability. So the main thing that you really need to do for the summer, whether it's the summer that's right now, or if you're watching this at a different time and you're just watching ahead for another summertime, this is also a timeless message. So you just need to work more on your vulnerability and being more lighthearted and being more playful overall. Not necessarily vulnerable in an emotional sense, because some of you, I feel, because she's standing in a puddle of water and there's water in the background, I feel like for some of you, you already focus a lot on being vulnerable emotionally, and you're over giving in that area to some people. You're being overly emotional with them, or over pouring out your emotions, and now you're being asked to be vulnerable in a different way. And even if you're not saying something to another person about vulnerability and about your emotions, you're still carrying this weight every day. Like, it can be felt through the universe. It can be felt through your guides, through your angels. And they're just saying, like, you need to overall relax more and not be overly emotional. And some of you that are watching are empaths, or consider yourself very sensitive, or being called sensitive maybe your entire life. And it's nothing wrong with that, but you just need more balance to be able to be self-disciplined and be able to focus on other things other than just your feelings all the time. And this includes you being in your head. Some of you, your feelings can be all over the place when you're in your head a lot. So that's why you're being asked not to be in your head so much. And if you ever need help with not overthinking and not overgiving, like, this is something you need to communicate with your guides and your angels, and seriously sit down and talk to them and tell them what's wrong, what's going on. That'll be wise for you to do during the summer. And then also on the lighter side, I am getting a message like some of you may decide to travel and go do some activities that are outside of your comfort zone. So if you're not a very active person, you could be finding yourself trying new things, or trying certain sports for fun, even doing certain things like rock climbing. And then if you're not a huge nature person, you could find yourself outside, you know, trying to at least enjoy the nature a bit more. And this is going to be good for you. And if you're already an outside person, I just see that getting outside, and especially if you've been on the inside thinking a lot, staying in for too long, and you haven't even got out this summer, it's about to be the last month of summer, and this is if you're listening for this year. But before the summer's out, like, you're being asked to go outside, be in the sun, go outside and do some outside activities, and get some more fresh air, and take your mind off of the situation and take a break. Then your other oracle card is the red jasper. Take action. So this summer, it is important for you to be more in action and less in your head. You've done enough soul searching and enough digging in your emotions about a certain situation or a person or a past experience, and it's time to be more grounded, be more in the now, and take more action on what you want to actually do instead of always thinking about your goals or thinking about what you want. It's about pairing your thinking, pairing your goals with some action steps. That is going to be really helpful. Also, a red jasper crystal could be a crystal that you benefit from this summer. And this crystal right here is the sunstone. So this could also be a crystal that you benefit from. Now, the sunstone is for confidence and leadership and just empowerment type of stone. I believe it's connected to the sacral chakra. And then the red jasper is connected to the root chakra, which is all about grounding. And that's what you need at this time to get out of your head. You need to go outside and take action to get more grounded. So you can do many different activities to ground, including fun activities like listening to music or dancing or anything that really just brings you comfort. Like, try doing that more, especially something that you haven't been allowing yourself to do. Like, now would be a good time to let yourself get into that activity. That's going to be comforting for you and help you to feel more safe and secure within yourself. And then the other card we have is Lapis Lazuli, make a decision. And so it is a conscious decision when you decide to get out of bed in the morning, when you decide to, do something to lighten your mood. Like, it's not always easy. It's always a choice to choose love, to choose happiness, to choose a higher vibration. Sometimes you don't choose the lower vibrational emotions and stuff. It just happens. But it's a conscious choice to choose to be in a different emotion or a different mental space. So you have to make that choice and decision every day and focus on your choices that you are making. Pay more attention to that. What you're doing automatically can sometimes be hindering you from your success or from some type of change or growth. And so you are being asked to be more self-disciplined in some type of way, maybe even with your thinking, but you need to mainly just make a decision more to focus on the lighter side of things and not always make something about another person, but make you the center of your world, the center of your attention, the center of attention. And I don't know, Lapis Lazuli is also about truth. And so that's also a message here, is that you need to just walk in your truth this summer and make sure that you're doing things that are only true to you and not trying to please other people around you or people that you want to fit in with as well. But you could also find yourself just making more decisions this summer that are healthier for you as well, like eating better or exercising or deciding, not to be in a confused space anymore or not to do something that has been distracted for you or other people. Also, conversations this summer could be very important for you, because lapis lazuli is a blue crystal that's based off of the throat chakra. So that could definitely be important this summer, like having certain conversations. But again, you need to be open-minded for those conversations to be productive. And also, I have to point out the root chakra and the throat chakra is important for you if you're willing to do some chakra work. And not all of it has to be like feeling like it's heavy and a lot of work. Like, something for the throat chakra that you can do could be singing or journaling or doing something to express yourself. It doesn't have to be something that feels like it's too much, you know. And then your last few cards we have is boundaries and empowerment. So pile number one, your summer is about you, like I said, being more self-disciplined and having boundaries, making sure you keep your boundaries. And that means honoring, like if you tell yourself that you're not going to do something because you want to focus on a certain goal, then you honor what it is that you promise yourself or you tell yourself, and you don't let up on that because of energy or other people around you. And that's going to be what empowers you this summer if you really keep your boundaries. And boundaries could also mean, like, if you promise yourself that you're going to cook yourself a meal, or you're going to buy yourself flowers, or you're going to do something nice for yourself. It means, like, not blowing yourself off, not blowing that off for another person, you know. And just making sure you're honoring yourself altogether more this summer. It's definitely going to put you more in empowerment, and it gives you more confidence if you really honor that this summer. And that's something that really does need to be your focus. That's what I'm getting. And then the last card we have is, what passion am I ready to pursue? So this is the question that Spirit wants you to focus on for the summer, or whenever time you're watching this video. You need to focus on what passion you're really ready to get into, because your passion is what's going to help you every single day to be more happy. Not saying you can never focus on other people, but putting your passions and your dreams first is what's really going to make you happy. So the back of the card, I'm going to read it. So your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put to the side and given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? So that's what I was talking about, that I feel like some of you have put things off to the side, deciding to put it off because of you trying to take care of other people, or you just trying to be there for other people. And you really have to take time to fill up your own cup. And then this is the other part of the card. It says, today's sole action, write a list of passions to which you want to give life to right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you are passionate about into your daily life. Trust your soul's whispering and let your passions draw you towards your dream life. And that's what all this is about. Pile number one is you focusing on your dream life and everything that you actually want to create for yourself. And you're really being pulled to focus on your dreams and on your passions and get focused on your goals. Thanks, pile number one, for watching. And there are other videos on my channel for you to watch. And please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Your first card is the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. So, pile number 2, I'm getting that your summer is about the coast being clear for you to just focus on more happiness for yourself and more of your foundation and your security. Like, your fears or anxieties is falling away this month, even if they've been feeling strong. And why did I say this month? This summer. Even if they've been feeling very strong for you, like, some things are coming up, some emotions are coming up for you to address. And so I just see with the Eight of Swords, you're letting go of fear, and you're letting go of anxiety, and you're getting more out of your head. You're getting more out of your own way. And so the coast is clear. I don't know why that keeps coming up. But I feel like maybe because you were waiting for something to clear, or you were waiting for things to be okay or to be better before you got started with something that you really wanted for yourself. And then for some of you, the message is like, you don't need to be fearful or scared about what you want to pursue this summer. Not just for this summer, but what you want to pursue and start for this summer that goes, because it's going to go beyond just the summertime. It's going to go for your foundation and for your hopes and dreams. So you don't have to be afraid of the success of finally getting to move forward. Some of you might have been fearing just moving forward, just crossing a path. When I hear the coast is clear, I'm thinking someone peeking their head out of a door, or they're peeking and looking around to see if it's safe to come out, if it's safe to move forward. And yeah, Spirit is saying it's safe for you. You don't have to hold yourself back anymore with something this summer anymore. You can have the start that you want. You can do the things that you want. Ten of Cups. Yeah, there's been some type of struggle because we had the Five of Wands here, and then the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you could have been back and forth about something, or feeling like you've been having a conflict or a battle with something, either external or internal. But either way it goes, like, you're getting better at being more self-disciplined, and that is necessary for you to know when to use your self-discipline for certain situations. And you're getting better this summer at just deciding where and how to use your energy. And by that I mean you're not playing any games when it comes to protecting your energy, and you're not playing any games when it comes to you staying in your confidence this summer. Yeah, you're on the right path. You're taking the right steps. The only thing this summer you're probably being asked is to get more into traveling, get more into doing more outside, or get more into just doing things independently on your own. And have balance. If you're going to do something with other people, have more balance of only doing something like when you really want to. Knight of Wands. Okay, so there's definitely something that you've been keeping to yourself that the coast is clear that you could take action on. And you also have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant can represent um, teachers, guidance counselors, anyone who gives you counsel or helps you out. It also could represent you being a teacher, you being a counselor, helper to other people. That could be something that some of you, for pile number 2, that could be something that some of you really have an interest in doing. Helping other people in some type of way, or even influencing others. And the coast is clear for you to be able to do that. You're getting a green light to go ahead and do something that you've been sitting on. This could be talents, but you're getting the green light this summer. You should go ahead and explore it deeper or share it with other people. Invest in yourself. But make sure you're having self-discipline on who you're sharing your desires with, or who you're sharing your goals with. Like, make sure it's someone that's actually, for example, if you're a singer and you you have some real talent with singing, like, make sure you're working with a manager or someone that has your best interest, and making sure you go with somebody who has, background in that field, that line of work. Don't just go with anybody that comes up. Make sure that you have discernment, because you could have an offer as well coming in, that you might even need advice about at some point this summer. You could need advice about something in particular, like, that you've been keeping to yourself for a while, but you want to share it. Like, be careful who you get advice from. Be careful who you share, like, your information to, or your dreams or hopes and goals to, because you don't want to let them talk you out of anything and put fears into your mind about something. But yeah, the coast is clear for you to, or for some of you, this is the message, is saying the reason why Spirit is saying the coast is clear is because in the past you may have let people get in your head, and you may have really feared sharing something or doing something because you were afraid of what this person had said would take place and stuff. Like, that's another message coming through. So now the coast is clear for you to do things the way you want to do it. And don't mind not taking that person's advice. Take another, like, it's okay if you want advice and stuff, but don't take advice from the person that put fear in your mind, put fear and doubts there and made you confused about your passion or made you confused about your dreams, don't listen to that person. Listen to someone else that you can trust if you're going to go about getting advice. Otherwise, you don't necessarily need advice and counsel anymore. It's just about you learning from your experiences that you've already had. Eight of Wands in reverse. So you could have been fearing in the past about sharing your gifts or doing something pertaining to your goals. You could have been very fearful about it in the past and very much so in your head. But like I said, you're coming out of that this summer. You're getting out of that space. Eight of Swords. Yeah. So you're becoming more grounded as long as you're not in your head. As long as you decide not to be in your head, you're becoming more grounded for this summer. Getting out the house and traveling really helps you this summer not to be in your head as well. It's something about your environment sometimes that makes you think too much about your past, or the people that are in your environment that make you think too much about your past. And that's why you've been told maybe to get out the house more or go be around new people and even let certain people go or let certain things go. But yeah, you're definitely making healthier choices for yourself this summer. Because you've seen how things have played out. And we also have Ace of Pentacles. Not only is this about being more grounded, but it's actually about you receiving new money, receiving more money. So as soon as you get out of your fears and you go ahead and go with your goals that you have set, you are going to come into some money almost right away, as soon as you let your guard down. So that's just something that it's just a beautiful thing, honestly, for you to be able to let your guard down and feel like the coast is clear. Because right when you do it, your blessings are going to be coming in. And maybe that's also a message for some of you. Spirit wants you to know you do not have to worry anymore about something. And you're going to see that very soon. You're going to see that you don't need to be worrying. Because everything is working out just as it needs to work out. We also have Letting Go as your first oracle card. Just going to let that. And then Redirection. Okay. For letting go, it says, how can you fly if you aren't willing to give up everything that is weighing you down? And then for redirection, it says every rejection is a redirection. So something definitely didn't go your way in the past, pile number 2. This could even be a recent past that something didn't go as you expected. But like, it's like as soon as you learn to let that go, then you're going to be right into alignment for what is for you. First, mentally, you have to be in a space of really letting something go before you can actually let it go. And that's how you get to see if something really is for you or not, when you decide to just mentally let go and go into a new direction for yourself. Yeah, for some of you, you may not have wanted to let go of something for a while. I'm getting that message too, like you may have been caught in a rock and a hard place, or feeling bittersweet about some type of situation that was hard for you to let go of. Like before, you weren't willing to let it go, but this summer, you're going to be okay with letting it go and doing something completely new now. Because you're seeing that the more you try to control that situation, the more it's just making you worry and stress, and it's not helping much. So I just see like you are releasing stress, you are releasing fear this summer. You are letting go of certain habits, including the way that you've treated other people like they were on a pedestal and things like that. Like you're learning not to do things like that anymore. Let's see what else. Let's see. Letting go and redirection. Okay, then we have divine reflections. Our triggers are teachers. We are all mirrors for each other. So there's definitely been some type of situation that has taught you, maybe some tough situation with another person that you kept getting triggered by something with this person. It's brought you to focusing on your own journey. And I feel like that's what, like, Spirit is saying that you're finally learning that in order to fix something, you just got to leave it alone. Otherwise, there can continue to be triggers and stuff if people don't look at themselves, or if they don't look at certain things through the lenses of another. Like, sometimes it can cause more pain by trying to fix things. And so now you have Divine Mother. You were safe, held, and supported. So now you're finally understanding that the coast is clear and that you're supported by you're supported by the spiritual realm. Even if you don't feel supported by people who's always been here for you physically, now you're leaning on the spiritual support and the soulful support that maybe no one else can see, but you feel it, and that's what's important. But yeah, I just see that's another thing for pile 2. Like, you're just leaning more into your spirituality. You're leaning more into doing things because it makes you feel good. And I don't mean going based off of your emotions, because again, emotions can be all over the place. But you're doing things that actually are good for you and making better decisions, which I think I did say that. But you're much more easier to do that this summer than you have other times. And then we have allow yourself to receive and find your calm. So it says chrysophrase. I'm trying to pronounce this. Chrysoprase, allow yourself to receive. So that's the name of this crystal. And that's what message is coming through, is that pile number 3, you're allowing yourself to receive. You finally tapped into your receiving energy. You finally balanced your feminine energy. and you're more focused on taking care of yourself, your needs, and then letting things come to you, which is very important. And then for those of you that don't feel like you're there yet, you're on your way to doing that, but you just have to do more to be focused on your receiving energy. You have to do more to be focused on your feminine energy. And there's research that you can do that'll help you to be able to tap into that. But yeah, for a majority of you listening, like, you've already learned your lesson of when you weren't a receiver and when you were always a giver. So now you're finally starting to understand how this works, that you have to have balance with giving and receiving. And you have to let other people step up and show up and be there or be the giver sometimes too. You're finally getting into that. And that's another thing. Let yourself be catered to. Let yourself receive. Let someone treat you to a date. Let someone treat you to a gift, something that you've always wanted. Let them support you. Let all that happen this summer. Let people buy whatever they want to buy for you. Let them compliment you and receive it. Just learn to be the receiver. And that's something that this summer has already been teaching you, or you're about to get more into that. And you know which part of the message is for you, because there's a lot of energy involved here. And then we have Blue Lace Agate, find your calm. So I do feel like that's the plain message here, is that you're finding your calm this summer to be able to open yourself up again, or open yourself up for the very first time, but you're finally feeling calm enough, clear enough, good enough. You're finally feeling at peace. More at peace about doing for you this summer, especially if it's been tough for you to do in the past. Something could have triggered you into focusing more on your peace and focusing more on your receiving energy, feminine energy, but that's okay, because that means you've learned what you needed to learn from that situation. Look, we have Spirit Guide and Closure as your next card. So you're definitely getting closure this summer, pile number 3. I'm like smiling and happy for you, because I know how this feels, like how important this is, especially if you've had a rough life. But yeah, you're finally gaining closure, and you don't need other people to give it to you. You're just taking your closure. You're closing the door yourself and opening up a new one. Again, we have Spirit Guide, which is what I was talking about before. Some of you are more focused on following your spirit guides and your angels, your ancestors. Like, you're more focused on that. Even working with Orishas and just the spiritual realm. Like, you're more focused on that than you are actual people during the summer. And that's beneficial for you. That's what's helping you to get closure. That's what's helping you to focus your energy elsewhere and be able to be in your receiving energy or feminine energy. All this support that you have. Some of you this summer, you're also getting better acquainted with your angels, with your ancestors, with your guides in the spiritual realm. Like, you're really getting better acquainted with them, feeling more connected with them. Your last card, and this is something for you to think about. If you're watching before the summer happens in another year, this is something you think about before the summer comes. Otherwise, if you're now in the season of summer watching this, this is about you thinking about this for the rest of the summer. How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Growing our self-love is the medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. And that is something that I got before, that whatever you do to help yourself, you're also helping your situation, you're also helping others. You're just helping with a hands-off approach, which is just as important sometimes. Today's soul action: look at yourself with the grace filter. You are meant to be in the moment of your life. You are meant to be in this moment of your life. Release the inner critic and fill that hole with your soul's truth, that you are infinite, you are loved, and you are already there. And that's what Spirit's message is too, is that you're already there where you need to be. You're right there when it comes to receiving more for your life, when it comes to receiving more money, when it comes to receiving more friendships, more abundance, when it comes to receiving more of your expansion, your growth. Like, you're right there. All you need to do is release the inner critic, like this card says. Because sometimes you only get in your own way. But I do see that during the summer, you're learning to get out of your own way. You're learning to be more kind to yourself and have more grace already. Thank you, pile number 2, for watching. If you feel pulled to watch any other piles, please do that. Otherwise, I have other videos on my channel for you to watch, and please subscribe to my channel so that others are able to see this video and join the tribe as well. And I also would like for you to join the tribe if you feel that this message really spoke to you. Hello, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Your first card is the Empress, the 3 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the Strength card. And you're the only pile that got 4 tarot cards, just to point out. Okay, so with the Strength card, I definitely see that this summer for pile number 3 is about stepping more into your power, into your strength, into your confidence. And you could have been down for a while about something that didn't work out in the past. This could even be related to heartbreak, either romantic, platonic, or having to do with family members. There was some type of heartbreak that you had to work through, and now you're finally starting to pick yourself up this month and gain your strength. For some of you, it's been about finding your strength, to focus on your happiness, or to just focus on you, which is the Empress card. It's more about focus on self-care, self-love. So you've been making that more of a focus. And this month, you're really seeing results of being able to just get back up again. You're seeing more results, feeling more empowered. And with the Four of Cups, I'm getting that for a very long time, like, you might have not felt as good as you do now. You might not have felt a lot of confidence or a lot of power within yourself to get to where you are at this time, but now you're finally in your receiving energy, and that means you're just in a better space when it comes to your feminine energy. And this definitely goes for physically being able to pay attention to your physical surroundings, your physical outlook on life, not just looking at everything from emotional aspect, like you've really been doing more to be present and focus on your physical world and your physical self. So this also means this summer, for some of you, the message is take care of yourself better and focus on eating healthy and exercising, or even doing certain beauty rituals or pampering yourself more. And it's going to be very beneficial for you. That's going to give you a lot of strength and confidence if you get into that more. And then for others of you, the message is about that's what you've been taking time to do more often. And it could be from when this summer started or previous months, but you're just now just feeling good enough for certain things. Let's see. Can you please clarify the Empress? Yeah, we have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this definitely happens to do with someone putting the past behind them, or their feelings about the past behind them this summer, and they're deciding to step more into their confidence of where they are present day. You may have fought a lot with yourself or with others about your past, and now you're ready to focus more on right now, things of the now or future. Like you're done giving all your energy to the past. Three of Swords. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands. So you're definitely focusing on something outside of yourself. For some of you, this could be about money, earning money, or being the person who provides jobs to others or helps others out more in some type of way when it comes to money. But you're getting into that more in a much more healthier way than you did in the past. And you're focused on receiving equally instead of being the person feeling like you're doing all the work or giving all the time. Because in the past that's left you not feeling well and basically confused. So you've learned to just how to just equally give and equally receive. it took you a process to get to this, and like to understand your own energy, understand your own feelings. Like it took you a while to get to this point, but now you're even more proud of yourself. This is about being more proud of yourself and feeling more deserving and worthy of moving forward. So yeah, you're totally changing your perspective about just the way you should be treated and respected more by others. And like, you definitely have learned through your hardest times, and this summer it's really showing. This summer is really showing through your sense of empowerment and your confidence, and just you having the willingness to get into new environments and go do more for yourself. Four of Cups. Yep. You got the wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups and Four of Wands. So you definitely, this could be something that even Spirit has been offering you, the universe have been offering you for a while, and you just kept pushing this away because you were so brokenhearted, or you were so focused on the past or other people that you weren't really acknowledging the blessing right in front of your face for the Four of Cups. And now you're finally acknowledging the blessing, which is you being in your power. The blessing is that you get to move forward and do whatever you want. Now that that moment in your life is over. Now that moment in your life doesn't have to be the thing that dictates what you manifest and what you allow yourself to connect to anymore. Like, you've evolved past that. So yeah, there is going to be celebration, more room for celebration, more time for celebration for you this summer. Or this is you officially celebrating yourself, your guides, your team, your angels. They're celebrating with you because you've reached a accomplishment that was more internal, like something that you've really been working on internally that nobody else would even know, but you've reached that type of accomplishment for yourself. I almost feel like crying because this is a lot. It seems like this pile just really went through a lot. But yeah, we have the Death card. So you definitely have reached the point of transformation. You've gotten to the point where you're just ready to let go of whatever it was that you were holding so tightly to. Like, this summer, you're ready to just let go. That's the best that I can describe it. You're stepping into your strength, doing what you have to do to empower yourself. You're focused on change, and you're focused on better change for you, for your family. We also have the Star card. So you're more focused on what you have to do to pick yourself up and pick up whatever pieces that you do have, and you are focused on more of what's out there for you, which is very positive, because not everybody can say that they get to a point where they can pick themselves up and move forward with their lives. Some people get stuck in, heartbreak. Some people get stuck in things not going right, and they settle for that energy alone. They just settle to stay mad or bitter for the rest of their life, and they never learn to open back up. And you've taken the time to learn to open yourself back up. And you're really feeling that this summer. You're really feeling the results of putting in that work, of that personal accomplishment. Strength. Other people may have given up or told you to give up, and you just kept your strength. Look, we got the Queen of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is about focusing on your passions. So for some of you, you're going to be focused on your passions more and pushing yourself to focus on your passions more. It is going to take strength for you to do that for some, because this past energy still bothers you from time to time. But you're going to be focused more on your passions, your dreams, your goals, certain things that you just push back for other people. Basically, you're going to give more focus to that. For some of you, I'm getting that other people are going to take interest in noticing what you're working on, or what you're putting your energy to. What you have the strength to pick yourself up and focus on, that has to do with your passions, that have to do with your talents. Other people are going to take notice. And this is why the Queen of Pentacles is there, because you're going to be focused more on your money being in your bag, and there is going to be money that you receive this summer, or starting this summer, like you're getting more into financial stability for yourself. And that's because you have the strength. You have strength to put feelings behind you and certain things behind you, so that you can focus on something more physical and tangible. And now you're reaping results from that. We also have the Nine of Pentacles here. And this is about independence. This is you totally focusing on your independence. The King of Wands, that's about confidence. The Magician card, this is about stepping in your power. So you're doing all this by choice. Stepping in your power this summer, focusing more on your independence. For some of you, it's about focusing on money, growing your money, saving better, budgeting better. Others of you, it's about just focusing on something more of value to you, besides that one thing you had your focus on forever. Like, and then you're stepping into your freedom and accepting your freedom. And this could be what was being offered to you the whole time by the universe, but you didn't want to accept it before, but now you're ready. You're free from a situation, you're free from a person, you're free from a job, you're free from a certain way of carrying yourself every day, you're free from a certain habit. And you should be celebrating. You should be celebrating that. And then we have, as your first oracle card, cycles of death and rebirth. Death of the old, rebirth of the new. So out with the old and with the new type of energy for this summer. That's where you're at. Or this could be what you've already been going through for the summer too. And you're definitely focused on bringing something in for yourself instead of focusing on the old. So you're done with focusing on the past. You're done with being stuck in the past. Some of you have been stuck in the past before, and you're done with doing that. You're putting old things behind you and focusing on newer, better things that is evolving you, that is actually going to be helping you to get to your desires. And then we have, you are never a victim to life. You are a powerful co-creator of your reality. So this is what some of you are really realizing during the summer, that You don't have to sit here and take certain things, and you're realizing that you can get up now. You don't have to feel bad or down about the situation anymore. You soaked in that for too long, or you've sat down in that for too long. So you're ready to move forward. You're ready to get up. You're ready to stop acting like a victim. And even if you are or have been a victim before, you're just ready not to act like you are anymore. You're ready to be a victor and walk like nothing has even happened to you. So some of you may have been in a woe is me attitude for a number of years. And this is because you felt that nobody else cared, or you felt like nobody else was really supportive of you when you needed support. But Spirit wasn't allowing certain people to support you when you were beating up on yourself, or when you were in a pity party or acting like a victim. Like, Spirit purposefully distant other people from you so that you can learn to have strength, get to the point where you are right now. So you've been in this long process of learning how to get yourself back up and just receive again in life. And for some of you that haven't really done a lot of that internal work, you're going to get to that point when you're open, when you're really open to that, when you're done blaming yourself or blaming other people. And that's another thing, that some of you, you're at a place of strength and empowerment right now because you've decided to stop blaming other people. You decided to stop blaming yourself. You decided not to even place blame and just focus on the lesson, which is you want to get back up and do more. You want to do more for yourself. You want to co-create your reality, not depending on man, not depending on others, but depending on you and the universe working together. You and your angels, you and your guides, you and your ancestors, however you want to fill in the blank. Like, you're just focused on the whatever's been helping you pick yourself up when you're alone. If you believe in a higher power, that's what you're more focused on now, instead of believing in other people. It's not bad to believe in other people, but it's more important to believe in yourself and believe in the universe that you have the power to co-create and create the life that you want, instead of depending on other people. And that's a lesson that you really learn. Then we have Carnelian, feed your creativity, and Bloodstone, get up and moving. Get up, get moving. So pile number 3, this summer, you're going to be focused on feeding your creativity, or you already have been. And that is just getting better for you. That is just getting stronger for you. For some of you, you may have been working on developing better skills for something that you've already been creating. Like, it's been a process of you. So you see that's working, paying off. Something that's taking you time to develop a certain skill. Now it's paying off this summer. And now you're able to, this is probably what some of you are receiving money for. Something that you've been working very hard on. Being very, very skillful in it. And for others of you, feed your creativity has to do with you, opening up your sacral chakra. And your sacral chakra has to do with, creativity. It also has to do with sexuality, sensuality. It has to do with you being open of a person, like we talked about, being your receiving energy, your feminine energy. It has to do with you opening up to change, meeting new people. So this is the things that you're into more this summer, and just honestly just having fun, and adding more vitality to your life. So just participating in fun activities that get your senses really opened up is something else that's coming through. And this could be whether you're at home or out and about, but you're really focused on just being more open of a person and meeting new people. And you're focused on, for some of you that love art, like you're focused on drawing, painting, sculpting, photography. You're getting more inspired. You're getting more inspired to create this summer. And carnelian could also be your summer crystal for you to work with as well. Or the moonstone, because we have a moonstone here that I chose for your pile. And the moonstone is about feminine energy and your receiving energy. So that's funny, that's what I actually chose for your pile. We also have bloodstone, get up and get moving. So pile number 3, that's what your summer is about. You being more out and about, you being more outgoing, or more of an extrovert if you're normally more of an introvert. And I don't know, this also is about, for those of you that have been putting things off, like we talked about, you finally get up and get moving on projects, or you finally get up and get moving on doing something for yourself that you've been wanting to really do, that you really been wanting to partake in. Bloodstone is also a protection crystal. So I feel like you worked very hard to protect your energy, or you worked very hard like on maintaining your strength and putting your feelings behind you or to the side, and now you're feeling more inspired to get up and get moving or get to creating something more. And if it doesn't have to do with like an art project or anything, it has to do with just creating more for your reality in general. And then we have the card Trust and Psychic Abilities. So those that pick pile number 3, you definitely could have psychic abilities as well. And this could be the passion project, or the talent that you've been having and keeping to yourself, but you finally feel inspired to share this, or you finally feel inspired to just show this to the world and be this to the world, with the world. For others of you, psychic abilities is about you just being more in tune with yourself and your feelings, and you know, you're very good at reading into your environment or reading into things, and I don't know, you're just being asked to use those gifts for the highest good of you and others like involved around you. Like, make sure you're focusing, especially when it comes to your mindset, make sure you're focusing it on the positive and the good, and not things that is going to drag you down about the past anymore. And I think most of you in this pile have learned that the hard way. Like, when you think a certain way, then it can lead certain negative things happening around you or inside of you. So now, like, you've evolved past that and you've learned how to use your abilities wisely. You've learned how to use your mind more wisely in a way that strengthens you and empower you. And you just got to keep going with that. And then we have trust. So you definitely are coming into more trust for yourself and for the universe, at least. Maybe not trusting in a lot of people right now, but you are trusting more, like, about where you are, and you're trusting that you can handle anything, you know, that comes about or comes your way, especially with the help of your angels. For some of you, this trust card is about you getting to a point where you trust your circumstances more, or you just trust the process more, instead of trying to fight what's happening. Or if you had a hard time digesting your reality or digesting a truth, like, now you're finally accepting, and then you're choosing to trust yourself and the universe. And others of you, you are learning to trust other people, but you know that in order to trust other people, it's more important for you to trust yourself and what you want, above that. So you are learning to trust and open up with other people, but it's by you learning to respect and trust yourself a lot better. And so now you're just accepting that as a whole, as one of your lessons this summer, and you're actually choosing to trust that you can open up and that you can create the change in your life that you really want. And then your last card we have is, am I afraid to be seen? So this card is specifically about what you should be focused on for the summer, for the rest of the summer, or if you're watching this a different timing, this could be before summer starts, that you need to think about this. Am I afraid to be seen? I also feel like this is related to the psychic abilities card. I feel like some of you may have been hiding your strength. You might have been hiding who you really are, trying to dim your light because of other people, and that's gotten you nowhere. That's gotten you in the Three of Swords. So now you've learned, you know, by now you've learned to step into your power and own everything as you are, even if you stand out, even if you're not everybody's cup of tea. Like, you're okay with that now. You've learned to trust it. You've learned to have confidence in that and be okay with it. But am I afraid to be seen? I feel like this is something that you've had to sit with already. Or if you're being asked to sit with it now by Spirit, it's because you're about to be seen more. You're about to either be seen more on the social scene, or you're about to be seen more in your community, or you're about to be seen more when it comes to sharing your gifts, when it comes to sharing your talents in some way. You're just about to be seen more. So Spirit wants you to really sit with, are you ready for it? Are you afraid of it? Do you feel good enough for this? So the world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You are made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. And the soul's action is, what parts of me do I hide so that I can be socially accepted and fit in? Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can feel safe to be seen? Journal your answers. I'm just holding it up to the camera just in case anybody wants to screenshot. these questions, because for some of you it may be very important to really answer these questions to yourself, because they may help you open up. Answering these questions can help you open up more to sharing your gifts or being seen. Even if it comes to social media, if you're a person who's shy and who doesn't really feel comfortable like sharing on there, sharing on your platform, this summer, you could step into your strength and share more or give more to that, or address why you've been hiding from doing certain things that you want to do, or even if it's something in person as well. But thank you, pile number 3, for watching, and please let me know if this message resonates for you, and know that there are more videos on my channel that you guys can watch. And please subscribe if you're interested in becoming a part of this soul tribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Welcome to your reading. Your first card is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Wands, and the World card. Part of the message is saying that you've been working yourself too hard on something that you need to decide to move on from, because maybe you've been giving too much or doing too much, and you're aware that you need to move on from it. You're aware that you need to move forward, and focus on different opportunities. So you've already been getting this message. If you're already aware, Spirit is saying you've already been receiving the same signs and messages and synchronicities over and over that has been telling you to move forward and focus your attention, giving somewhere else or doing something else. And this could pertain to a job, this can pertain to a relationship, this can pertain to a relationship dynamic, and the relationship can be romantic or platonic, but it's just something you're over giving to, or you're doing more work than you have to there, and you can go focus on your other options at this time. And it doesn't necessarily mean you don't have to give any more attention to what you've been giving attention to. It just means don't give it as much as you've been doing. Like, take your focus and attention off of something. Give less, speak less, do something less. There might be another message here too, but let me just get this first one out the way. What is this 8 of Pentacles here for, Spirit? Okay. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Devil card. And we also have the High Priestess and 6 of Pentacles. So you're definitely overgiving emotionally with this King of Cups here. Like, I feel like someone is playing games, because we have the Devil card here, and this means something is messing with your head. So for some of you, you might be dealing with a person like who keeps their emotions or something all bottled up all to themselves, and they can do a real good job basically having a poker face, and it messes with you, how this person can seem very nonchalant on the outside when it comes to their emotions. And then you can spend a lot of time trying to overgive, say things, overdo things with this person. Like, this is you working so hard to try to get this person to talk about themselves, talk about their emotions, or do something, and they're just still sitting there completely quiet, or they're only giving you so much. They're very controlled in the way the King of Cups is very controlled with their emotions, so they're very controlled in the way of how much they choose to give to you, and it messes with your head. For some of those that are listening to pile number 2, it gets in your head, it gets in your way at times, and it makes you very fearful or in a panic. Almost, you start to think if this person actually cares, or if they actually are focused on the same things as you. We have the High Priestess. So this means you feel like this person, they definitely have kept some things to themselves, because the High Priestess knows how to keep a secret and knows how to basically have a poker face, just like I was talking about, and it knows how to work with the dualities. Very good. And this is honestly something you need to learn from this person. Like, this is what you've been needing to learn. The World card is about a lesson. So you need to take a page out of this person's book. If they're keeping things to their self, or they're being very nonchalant about things, like, you need to give them the same energy. That's what Spirit is saying. And it's going to help you to have a much lighter summer and a lighter year, and a lighter years ahead of you. If you just take the pressure off of yourself trying to tend to this relationship, or tend to the dynamic with you and this person. Like, you can't be the only one doing all the work. So it would be good for you to focus on some other options for yourself, and that'll be up to you in which way you want to focus on the other options. Spirit is asking that you just be mindful of all the lessons that you did learn, and that you're doing things that are actually going to be uplifting and honoring yourself, and putting you first, and not doing things that'll set you back or put you in, sticky situations. But that is completely up to you how you want to navigate this entire thing. But Spirit is saying, like, this summer, decide not to work so hard for something. And then let me see what the other message is for the other, like, half of the message here. So another message is like, there's not enough commitment to something. Either someone isn't giving commitment, or they're not offering commitments. Like, it's not enough energy from an effort about something, either when it comes to you or when it comes to another person. And you just need to be more committed to focusing on your passions or your dreams or your goals this summer. Think about the things that you want to do moving forward, and allow yourself to move forward. That's why the World card is here. Because it's like, you haven't been allowing yourself to completely move forward, to get into something that you really want to commit to. And that's a message for some of you, that you really need to commit to your dreams, to sticking to your dreams, to sticking to your goals. Can you please clarify this World card? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you need to go focus on your transformation. Some lifestyle change that you've really been wanting to make, or something new that you've really been wanting to get into. Like, you just been really wanting to get out there. We have the Queen of Wands here, along with the Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, you could be out there focusing on socializing and making your money and things like that, and not giving attention to something anymore. Or it's not about even not giving attention to it. It's about giving attention to your... Okay, some of you need to focus more on your social life this summer. That's also what's clearly coming through. The social life and your abundance. Literally bringing money in. You need to focus on getting more into that this summer. So not working so hard on other things as you normally would. Let someone else step in and help. Let someone else take care of themselves if they're able, or let someone else come in and help you with whatever you've been trying to take care of, and you move forward to whatever you've been pushing back. And this sounds a lot like pile number 1. So you might want to listen to pile number 1 as well, only if you feel pulled to do so. But yeah, focusing on your social life and actually putting yourself in some social circles where you're going to be benefiting and making money from will be wise this summer. Okay, we have Cosmos and Chaos connected to ancient lands and Cosmos and Chaos as your cards, as your first oracle cards. So pile number 4. This summer, Spirit wants you to be done with focusing on chaos or focusing on how to fix everything. Spirit wants you to completely relax. And like I said before, you have to allow someone else to come in and do the work or help in a way. They don't want you trying to do all the work, because sometimes that causes more chaos and confusion when you're trying to do everything. Especially if you have a problem and you try to control a lot of things in your life, and you're the glue to, if you feel like you're the glue to everything and everything will fall apart without you, you're being asked this summer, like, to completely relax and go focus on something else. Because it says, in all chaos there is a cosmos, in all disorder a secret order. So just because there's disorder or chaos happening or a lot going on around you does not mean you have to be a part of it. You can be that secret order. You can be that piece of the puzzle that if you decide to go focus on something uplifting and more exciting, then you help the situation more rather than trying to pick up pieces for everybody. Just try to pick up pieces for yourself by yourself. And if you're interested in a crystal to use that is going to be helpful to ease your anxiety or ease fear, you know, if you have fear about leaving other people alone and you're fearful about them doing things for themselves, whether this be your children or your spouse or whomever, your friends, if you're afraid to leave them alone for whatever reason, you have a lot of anxiety or fears, use the amethyst crystal to put your intentions into the crystal and say affirmations. But go focus your energy somewhere else and be relaxed. You can still choose, even if you live in a space where all this is happening. You can still choose to go into a different environment. Sometimes that's going to be more helpful. And then we have connected to ancient lands. There is a reason you feel called to specific places. So yeah, this is saying you don't have to sit here and overwork yourself or deal with something. You can decide to go out. You can decide to physically go somewhere. And if you feel pulled to go to a certain place, for example, if something's going on at home and you don't like the energy, you don't like what's going on, you can go to the library, you can go for a walk, but you have to, pay attention to why you're being called to a specific place too. And that's also a thing this summer, that you could feel pulled to go somewhere specifically. And then you should go there because your spiritual team, your guides, your angels are trying to help you to regain your focus. They're trying to help you have your peace and your happiness despite what is going on with others. Some of you could feel called to go to another space for peace and comfort, or you can feel called to go to another space to literally meet new people and open yourself up for new experiences. And that's something very important that Spirit is saying is important for you to do this summer, is like listen to that inner calling where your soul is calling you to go to, and be okay with putting your feelings to the side and going out more. You just need to get out more. And then we have the amethyst, wow, and the Shugnite. Okay. So we have trust your intuition. That's what the amethyst says. And then the Shugnite says detox your life. So sometimes the best way to detox your life, to remove unwanted energies, is for you to get into doing something completely new for yourself, not caring who's on board with it or not. Sometimes that's the best way. Or you have to totally remove yourself from a situation. Like, do not get involved. You're being asked, do not get involved. Go focus somewhere else. When you focus on your happiness, when you go focus on your happiness or your dreams or your goals, then everything else is gonna fall into place, get into place. People are going to understand how to treat you. They're going to understand your boundaries and be respectful of your schedule, your timing, your way. So you're just being asked, like, especially with Shugnite being a protective crystal, like you're being asked to be protective of your energy this summer and decide to go do something different, something more positive and uplifting, only for you. And if you have children, then it's okay for you and your children to go somewhere that's uplifting and positive. Take them out somewhere fun, something like that. But as long as you don't have to take care of anybody, if they're over a certain age, you shouldn't be worried about taking care of them either. But do something just for you. that's relaxing for you. Don't mind other people and how they feel. And then we have amethyst, trust your intuition. So this is what I'm talking about. You might feel pulled to go do different things this summer, and Spirit has been asking you to trust it. That's the universe's way of helping you out for the things that you prayed for and asked for. Even about this chaotic situation, you could have prayed and then chaos took place. All hell can break loose when you ask for something different, when you ask for change. So leave it alone and go trust your intuition. Go follow your intuition into something new. And trust that everything is going to work out. Now, I didn't know the amethyst card was going to show up as your crystal, but the reason why I say amethyst is going to be an important crystal is because she's sitting in front of an amethyst in this card. So this is just confirmation from Spirit that amethyst is very important for you this summer, as well as a Shugnite or any other protection stone. An amethyst is also for protection, and an amethyst is about following your intuition, protection, connecting to your soul, your spirit. The amethyst is about releasing bad habits, breaking bad habits, and getting away from negativity. So it is very important for you this summer, or whenever you're watching this, to honor it. And if you're watching this next year sometime, and this is well before the summer, Spirit is saying start it now. Start this process now. So by the time the summer rolls around, you can just be in your light energy, having a lot of fun and enjoying yourself. So whenever you're just watching this video, it's important. Doesn't matter if the summer just ended. It's the last month of summer next month. You don't necessarily have to feel like this message doesn't pertain to you if the summer just ended. Like, this still is for you. But yeah, don't be a part of the confusion of whatever's taking place in your life. Then the next two cards we have is commitment and forgiveness. So pile number 4, you have to be focused on commitment for yourself. And then let another person, in order for commitment to really be a part of any type of relationship, no matter if it's romantic or platonic, or even with your children, you have to learn to meet each other. You have to learn to meet each other and let people meet you where you are. If you choose to go focus on peace or something for your highest good, let other people meet you where you are. Let them show that they're willing to commit and help you focus on your dreams. Help be supportive of you. And make a commitment to yourself this summer that you're not going to be a part of confusion or chaos. Make a commitment to yourself this summer that you're going to go focus on doing something new, being around new people, especially when it comes to being social. That's definitely heavily coming up. Make a commitment about your finances, about your money, how you're going to do something different with that, better with that. Then we have forgiveness. So even if you choose to go do something for yourself, you are still going to be forgiven. Spirit is saying, like, Don't feel bad if you gotta go do something for yourself and then people, for the time being, feel that you are leaving them behind, or for the time being they feel sad because you're not there to pick up the pieces. Let them feel that way. Later on there will be forgiveness. Later on they'll understand. So you gotta move forward, or you'll never really forgive yourself. You'll never really get to what you want. So focus on forgiving yourself. There's certain things that you never allowed yourself to do. You can forgive yourself right now by allowing yourself to move forward into your happiness, into your dreams or your goals. So make a commitment to yourself and a vow to yourself that you will not be a part of trying to piece everything together if that is not your place, if you do not have control. Notice when you do not have control and go focus somewhere else. All will be forgiven if you have to do something just for you. The last card we have, which this is the thing that Spirit wants you to ponder on and think about, of just the summer or even for the rest of this year. What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? You need boundaries within your relationships. And this pile is still related to pile number 1, I believe. I really do believe it. But that's up to you if you want to listen to pile number 1. Because they talk a lot. It's talking a lot about boundaries there. But you have to create boundaries. Sometimes it's very important. Otherwise, people will think that they can walk all over you, or that they can treat you any type of way, or that you can put their needs before yours all the time. Some people will never understand the respect of your space, of your time, of your energy, if you do not set boundaries. And that's very important with any type of relationship. So at the back of the card, it says, create more healthy boundaries. To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings, and believe we are worthy of them. In your own relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. So yeah, that's an important thing, the reason why boundaries are needed, so that you don't lose yourself in other people, or you don't lose yourself in the same routine. You're not meant to continue living out the same routine for the rest of your life. You are meant to change, evolve, grow. Another part of this card says, when today's soul action, when we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anymore, which is what I was definitely reading into this entire time. Like, you're so fixated on fixing everything all the time and being the one to put everything together, and you have to trust. It says it's safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. Today's mantra: I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. So that's something that you can remind yourself and think more about. thank you, pile number 4, for watching this video. I appreciate it so much, you watching your pile. And there are other videos on my channel if you want to watch, as well as feel free to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this, and leave a comment. I would really love to know if this resonated for you.